Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Wrights here, host of the Raiders Report, and I apologize for not having a voice. I was screaming my freaking lungs out all night on Thursday Night Football when the Raiders took down the Los Angeles Chargers. This is not a fake score, 63-21. If your voice sounds like me, click that like button right now because I'm a proud Raider fan, man. That's one of the craziest games I have ever watched as long as I can live, and if you don't think for a second that this team still cares, man, you need to wake the heck up. The Las Vegas Raiders get a huge-time dub over their AFC West rival, the Los Angeles Chargers, on Thursday Night Football, and there is nothing but good things to talk about in this game. Aidan O'Connell was phenomenal. Davante Adams stepped up. The Raiders' defense was incredible. The overall offense, 378 yards. I mean, you're averaging 6 yards per play. You had 254 through the air, no turnovers. Your time of possession was actually less than what the Chargers had. But at the end of the day, it was 2 massive turnovers. The 5 massive turnovers forced by the Raiders defense, the 4 fumbles, and I mean the defense, even special teams, flying all over the football field here. John Jenkins touchdown. The Jack Jones one-handed interception. The special teams fumble recovery to set up another Raiders touchdown. I mean, this team was up 21-0. It seemed like in a blink of an eye. They were up 49-7. It almost was, you watch the Vikings game, they can't even put up a point. It's almost infuriating at a point. But to me, what I saw is this. A team that plays for Antonio Pierce. A team that plays for Champ Kelly. A team that is simply playing for each other and that is not going to give up on each other. And I know it's a far-fetched idea to make the playoffs, but I'll tell you what, after watching that game on Thursday, there's a part of me that wonders if this team could make it. Now, here's the thing, man. If you're looking for free Raiders videos every single day tonight, shout out to Jeremy the Gimmel King. We gave away $4,000 on the Raiders Report. If you won that money, man, congratulations to you. But if you won the Davante Adams signed jersey, congratulations to you. We're going to be doing watch parties the entire season on Christmas against the Chiefs, against the Colts, against the Broncos. Win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till we die. But I'll tell you this, man, taking down the Chargers, hit that subscribe button for Raiders dub. So coming up here on Overreaction Friday is going to be the 3 biggest topics around the Raiders after their ass whooping against the Los Angeles Chargers. Will the Raiders make the playoffs? I'm going to give this one just win, baby, and still say that it was a great game against Los Angeles. Let's not get it twisted. And I mean, the nation owns L.A. However, there's a chance, and you can't put this at 0 after watching a game like you just watched on Thursday Night Football. It's got to be a one just win, baby, on the Raiders potentially making the playoffs. They're sitting at 6-8 on the season. The Chargers are down there at 5-9. But, I mean, the Browns, to me, they got backup quarterback. Steelers stink. Colts, Steelers, they actually play each other this weekend. Houston, C.J. Stroud's hurt. Denver, Cincy, Buffalo. I mean, there's a lot of teams in this mix that I personally feel like could be a potential coin flip of whether or not they're going to end up making the playoffs. And you know what? The Raiders, after the game that they played today with no Josh Jacobs, a mixed-up offensive line, no Colt Miller, no Andre James, this team played with heart. And if they play with the amount of heart that they did last night, I will bet with this team every single day of the week. Hell, let's keep it rolling with some Gimmels. G-I-M-E-L. If you know what I'm talking about, that means you watch tonight's live show. If you don't, it's all good. If you know what I'm talking about, I want to see my Gimmel gang down below. Where's my Gimmel gang down below? So here's your opportunity to be real with me, because that's what the Raiders Report is always about here on this channel. It's about me giving you my honest opinion. It's about you and I having a real-life conversation. And I want you to be real with me. Right now, as it stands, the Raiders are 6-8 on the season. You have the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead on Christmas Day. Then you go to Indianapolis. You got to play a tough Colts team that's 7-6. And then you're going to go up against the Denver Broncos, a team that you have beaten 7 straight times. In fact, the last time the Broncos beat you was December 29th, 2019. What percentage chance would you give the Las Vegas Raiders to make the playoffs? Are you going to go no just win babies? Are you going to go one just win baby? 2, 3, 4? Let me know down below, man. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So you're about to get hit with the YouTube ad break. I want you to scroll on down. Let me know, what is the chance that the Raiders make the playoffs? Even though I gave it one just win, baby, I'm still going to go with the New York Post here. New York Times, excuse me. And it's going to be a 3% chance because that's what it is to them. If you beat the Chiefs, I'm going to say this right now. If the Raiders beat the Chiefs on Christmas, book it. Book it. The Raiders will make the playoffs if they beat the Chiefs on Christmas, because then they're going to beat Indy, they're going to beat Denver, and they're going to be playing the best football of the entire season. Let's go to the next Overreaction Friday topic here on the Raiders Report. Antonio Pierce, he's going to be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders next season. Right now, AP stands at 3-3 on the season. Last week I said, I don't know if he's cut out to do it. Here's the thing, though. I'll give you my answer after I tell you about our sponsor, Waterboy. And shout out to Waterboy, because if it's not for them, I'm not here right now. Like, literally, I am probably still face down in my bed, snuggling with Chuck, snuggling with my fiance, Alex, because when I got home last night, boy, oh boy, I was lit AF. And I want to show some support for Waterboy because they're supporting today's Raiders Report. So support from today's episode comes from Waterboy. Waterboy is a hydration powder scientifically formulated to cut your hangover time in half. There are other hydration packs on the market, but nothing comes anywhere close to fighting those Sunday scaries, or in my case, these Friday scaries like Waterboy. With zero sugar and over 3 times the electrolytes of Liquid IV, your hangover will stand no chance. Unlike its competitors, Waterboy has added ingredients beyond just hydration to help with nausea, anxiety, and fatigue. We all know that hydration alone isn't enough to help after that bender that we just had in Vegas. So for a limited time, our listeners are going to get 50% off your entire order at waterboy.com/chatsports. Waking up on Friday was tough. But you know what? Waterboy made it a little bit easier. I took some right when I got home from work, and I took some right when I woke up bright and early this morning. Go to waterboy.com/chatsports. That link's going to be available to you all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. So Antonio Pierce, is he going to be the Raiders head coach? As it stands right now, you're 3-3, and I got to give this one 2 just win, baby. So it's a coin flip to me. I mean, if you play the way that you did tonight, yeah, absolutely, this guy's going to be the head coach of this team. And Mark Davis even said today, I guess I should say on Thursday, that he wants Champ Kelly and Mark Davis to be the head coach, to be the general manager. However, he's not saying that it's going to be their job. He's just rooting for them, which I feel like every Raider fan should. Every Raider fan should root for both of those guys to get those jobs, because that means good things for the Raiders. That means that this team is getting better and better. And after a week that you saw today, I don't know what more that you could possibly ask for. Like, this team played on offense. They played on special teams. They played on defense. This was the best, most complete Raiders game that I've seen ever. I mean, they set a franchise record for most points scored. You did it in so many different ways. Antonio Pierce deserves to have his flowers for tonight's game. So will Antonio Pierce be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders next season? I want you to type yes. I want you to type no. To me, he still needs to go out there and prove it. But man, oh man, that team was ready to play, man. They were so ready to play on Thursday night. Jack Jones was incredible. Malcolm Kuntz had 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Jerry Tillery had himself a sack. Like, I'm telling you what, this team was flying all over the football field when they had so many guys out of this game. No Josh Jacobs, no Colton Miller, no Andre James. And you scored 63 points. Only the Raiders, man. It's only the Raiders, man. And then, final one is this. The Raiders shouldn't draft a quarterback. Raiders shouldn't draft a quarterback. I'm only going to give this one just win. I mean, I'm still, even though Aidan tossed for 4 touchdowns, even though Aidan had himself a hell of a football game, like, let's not get it twisted. I still think Jaden Daniels gives you a better chance to win. I still think Caleb Williams gives you a better shot to win. I still think Drake May gives you a better chance to win. But you got to give Aidan O'Connell his flowers. 20-34, 248 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like, earlier in the week, I said that I think Jimmy Garoppolo gives you a better chance to win. I think when you do a show like this, when you're a man, whether you're an adult, I shouldn't even just say when you're a man. When you're an adult and you're wrong, you need to be able to admit to it. I was wrong. I thought maybe if they were to go with Jimmy Garoppolo, though I did say I would never, ever, ever go with Jimmy G because of his contract. I did think, and I wondered, if you went with Jimmy G, would it give you a better chance to win? The answer to that is no. Aidan O'Connell went out there, he did his freaking thing, and he deserves his flowers in today's game. If he plays the way that he did tonight, there's a good shot he might be back next season. Because as it stands right now, the Raiders are picking number 10 overall in the NFL draft. Entering Thursday Night Football, they're at 6. As it ends, as I am making this video right now, they are at number 10. And even though they are at number 10, they still have the ability, you still have the draft capital, you still have the assets on your team to be able to go up and get a Jaden Daniels. To me, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, I don't think they end up going in round 1. Maybe they're around there in round 2, or maybe you have to trade back up in round 1 and get a franchise quarterback like that. I don't view Bo Nix as a franchise quarterback. I do view Michael Penix Jr. as the possibility. But anybody out there after watching today's game, like, oh, man, now the Raiders can't get one. The Raiders can still get Drake May. The Raiders can still get Caleb Williams. The Raiders can still get Jaden Daniels. You just have to move it around some draft picks, and you might have to move around a player like a Devontae Adams. To me, though, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of that Raiders win against the Chargers because I hate the Chargers. I hate that barbecue chicken. Jermaine Illuminor tweeting out, man, like, hey, what did Khalil Mack do? Jermaine Illuminor, shut up Khalil Mack. I think a lot of people out there are pretty stunned from this game. But the most message that I can give you, if you wanted to tank, you're probably upset. But if your mantra is just win, baby, if your mantra is commitment to excellence, what you saw from the Raiders tonight was a commitment to excellence. And if you're not proud of this team, you can get it on stepping. Now, here's the thing, man. I know what I promised you. I promised you that I was going to be live later today for a live Raiders Report video. But here's the thing. We broke records on our show last night. We made deals, and we made some checks that I don't know if I'm going to be able to cash on Friday. I almost said Monday. That's how crazy today's been and how crazy last night was it been. But you know what? You guys are going to get this video out here today. I'm going to make you guys a video tomorrow at home with Chuck, with my fiance Alex. Today, actually, here at Chat Sports is going to be our holiday party. We're partying up. We're going to celebrate Hanukkah. We're going to celebrate a little bit of Christmas shit. I might even spin that dreidel for a little bit of gimbal. Bottom line is this, though. Raiders got a dub against the Chargers. Jeremy Chugs and I, Allie Barefoot. Man, we all had one hell of a time. Cheers to the nation. Enjoy your Friday. Because, man, it feels so much better when the Raiders get a dub. Cheers from me. Cheers from Chugs. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe.